This is the NFL on EA Sports. And this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Second down and 3. Now a play fake. Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. And this will not be a spike. He faked it. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
Some shades of Dan Marino in that vintage play of the fake spike touchdown, but in this case, wasn't nearly as deceptive and wasn't nearly as productive.
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. Into space. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Cincinnati. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now Herbert. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Shotgun now for Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Here's 2nd and 9. On play action. Now Herbert. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the one-time Seminole. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
He's got room to the 45. And they are finally going to get him down at the Bengals' 31-yard line. That is a big play for Cincinnati. 36 yards.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. 20 yards on that pass play. It's a Cincinnati 1st down. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he'll be taken down. And that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will score. Touchdown, Bengals. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Bengals move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. This throw taken in by Hurst. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's to the tight end, Hurst.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Herbert going to try to throw on third down, and that is incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
Space to run inside the 20. 15-yard pickup there. And the Bengals going to have a first down. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This one taken in by Hyatt. And he's in! Jalen Hyatt, touchdown Cincinnati. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. First and 10. To throw, it's Herbert. That is intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Here's a run. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet. A bit of a curious call there, Mike, on 3rd and goal. From this far out, you thought they would have turned to their passing game. They tried to catch the defense sleeping and keep it on the ground. Great job by the defense being ready for everything. Not only do they stop them, they take them back for a loss.
Never a doubt on that sideline. The offense stays out. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. And this is hot. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Touchdown, Bengals. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. The extra point is good. And the Bengals move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to only about the 23. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Herbert. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Herbert. That's taken in. And he's gonna get there. He's got the first down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chains. Open man, downfield, it is Adams. A first set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of a gun, here's a run up the gut. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now, Herbert. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
On first down, Herbert. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Herbert to the air again. That's deep for the back of the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll let one go down the middle. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
On first and 10, here's Herbert. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. All right, Coach. Thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very find out the third quarter is underway, and their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's second and 3 to go. Give up the middle, and he's got a Bengals first down as he gets this up to the 42.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23. They'll look to throw. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line, and that'll set up 2nd and goal. Here's a run going left. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. The extra point is up and through. And the Bengals stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Perfect. Off he goes.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40. Throwing, Herbert. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Now give on the ground. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down. They'll stay on the ground. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
3rd and long. Now it's Herbert. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side this time. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
And that is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Back to throw. That one on target. Polk's got it. And he's going to have the Bengals 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
He's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Junior
BS.
Colson.
That's some big BS. So he can hold him up with that animation and do that, and that's not a penalty, even though it's past 5 yards. That's some bull crap. Needless interception for the stats because of that stupid crap.
But in this case, you come away with 0.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Shotgun now for Herbert. Got a man downfield. It's Devontae. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Herbert. He's going to look deep for Adams. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And the Bengals have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. From out of the gun, he'll throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will score again. Touchdown, Bengals. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. The extra point is good. And the Bengals keep widening that lead. It is now 42-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Herbert now on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs.
And more of the same. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
14 yards on that pass play there. It's a Cincinnati 1st down. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Down inside the 10. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And this has to feel good for this team, Greg. After losing week 1, to continue to add to the lead here in the 4th quarter and get themselves likely back to 500.
Yeah, just a really nice bounce-back performance. After talking to them, they felt really disappointed in their week 1 performance. They felt like they got off to a slow start, Mike. So now here in week 2, bounce back, deal with a little adversity early in the season. I think this is going to bode well as the rest of this year plays on.
Davis now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. And this was as good as it gets, all three phases of the game in perfect harmony as they post a lopsided shutout victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.